It is the distant future of the Reclamation Era, and humanity still finds itself at the behest of calamitous conflict. And through that conflict, we will find out if 5 young ghosts can become human, or mayhap something even more. Good morning, afternoon, and or evening, depending upon time zone. Ladies, gentlemen, and all those in between and beyond that binary of the internet, welcome back to Neon Lights Roleplay, more specifically. Welcome back to Stardust Ghosts. I am your host for the stream, Young Foxy, and much more importantly than me, I have 5 lovely individuals, our dear cast, our ghosts of 34 planets, here to head back to the fray of war. I can tell you who they are myself, but much rather than I do that, I'm going to have them tell you who they are, where they can be found on the internet, who they're playing today, and how they're feeling about today's session. It's been a while since we've all been here as 5 together, so I'm glad to see us all together. I'm going to call you out one at a time, and just feel free to do that. We're going to start, of course, at the direct right of me with someone who I am always proud to have at every table I run here at this Neon Lights community, a deep and close personal friend of mine. It's Michelle.
Hello, it's me, Michelle. I play Arth Wivris, our kind of dead person. Not really. Are they dead? They're alive, right? Does that count?
What does being alive really mean?
That is a very good question.
We'll get there, don't worry.
They are alive in my book.
Oh, lady. Anyways, how I'm feeling about today's session? I'm excited. I want to see everyone's reactions. I need all 5 of us to be here for like just all of the shenanigans we have. It's very good.
I agree. It's certainly great to have us all back here together. And speaking of dead people, going to pass the directly beneath you to someone else who I am so glad to have at this table. Hey, Danny.
Hi, it's me. I'm the other sort of dead person. I'm Danny. I play Zemo or Streamline. You can find me at Danny's Corner almost everywhere. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words because I'm very excited. I miss playing in this game. It's only been a couple weeks, but I still missed it, and I'm very excited.
You were missed as well, darling. Very glad to have you here. Continuing down that right column to the bottom right of the player screen, but anywhere from the bottom of our list of top players in this campaign, it's Akemi. Hello, darling.
Oh, hello, that's me.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Akemi. They, yes. I'm playing, Mika Neon. Also, they. Let's see. I like penguins? You can find me at Ninja Penguin AM, most places on the internet. To whoever's next.
Fair enough. Swinging directly to the other side of you, someone who, I guess, this was their, debut appearance at Neon Lights Roleplay, but they've somehow managed to infect their way into a few other of our campaigns here and there using interactive content. Always glad to have them around, and I love seeing them at our tables and what they bring to them. Hello.
Hi, hello, my name is Darby, otherwise known as Chaotic Darby on the internet. I do stuff with things, but here I am today.
Come on back towards your mic so we can hear you, love.
Fucking tits! Okay, of course that probably got picked up very well.
No, we heard everything except like the last sentence and a half there. You were good.
Okay, hello, my name is Darby, otherwise known as Chaotic Darby on the internet. I am a TTRPG player, streamer, possum, and all-around menace, and I will be playing Facade.
Cool. Glad to have you back, Vince. And last but certainly not least, directly up above, Darby, directly below me on the screen, someone who is making their debut here in this campaign, but the way they ingratiate themselves in our community, I feel like they've been here for so long already. Hello, my dear Casper.
Hi, I'm Casper. You can find me anywhere at WolfGirl2525. I will be playing Doc or Violet Aries. I've missed this game. Oh, great.
It's certainly been a hell of a campaign, and it's been great to have you all here, and I'm glad for the things we've created so far. In fact, so much so that I'm going to force the burden of finding out what's happened so far onto you, the audience. You want to recap what happened so far? Then you can head over to Neon Lights Roleplay YouTube or here on Twitch, where you can find a library of all the videos of this campaign and every other campaign that we've had here. So if you want to know what happened last time and where things have gone, get to watching, darlings. We got sessions to do. We find ourselves sitting in the midst of the War Crawler's hangar. I'm using the term War Crawler now. I'm liking that a little bit more than Land Crawler. I don't know why. We're going with that from now on. It's lumbered itself to a stop in the midst of a large cavern, big enough to fit this massive, almost several buildings long fortress, almost. In its belly, at the head of it, is a large hangar which sits rows and rows of Type 22 Type 22 mobile assault frames ready to be headed off. Some of them are still being worked on, small welding jobs being done to fix plates or fix weapons or recalibrate certain systems, but much more importantly than all the hum and drum around as support craft, tanks, recon, drones, and other things are all worked on in this massive hangar, we find ourselves isolated into one small corner of this place, where the members of 34th Lance sit, or stand, or otherwise gather. It has been a long several days since your last battle. A lot of things have changed all around you. And finally, you find yourself with a bit of time to just sit together, perhaps discuss the change. As you feel comfortable, describe where you are in this scene, where you might be sitting, standing, or otherwise, what you're looking like, feeling like, and otherwise, as I am so very keen to say. The scene is yours, darlings.
I can start. You see, Zima is probably standing up, standing very straight. I'm probably standing beside Doc right now. They have a very off, distant look in their eyes. They're looking as if they're not really fully present in this moment, but they're trying to be like they're like absently nodding and sort of looking around at people if needed, but for the most part they look like they're very not present.
Next to her would be Doc. Like cleaner than she normally is. She's kind of checking in on Zima, like checking over her systems. Like she's got a tablet and is like making sure that all of the things are reading correctly, and like she knows something's off, but it's not coming across on her tablet. Zima, honey, you still in there?
Yes. Am I needed?
You're always needed, darling. I was just checking on to make sure you're okay.
I am quite fine. I apologize for the concerns recently, but I'm fine.
Alright. You say you're fine. You say you're fine.
How is...
not...
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say that Doc's not gonna press. If you say you're fine, she's gonna be like, okay.
Yeah, see, I think Zima, sort of having been pulled back to reality a bit, looks at everybody and says, "Is everyone else fine and prepared for our future endeavors?"
So Arth is standing on the opposite side of Doc, just sort of like, right behind, kind of just like covering whatever blanks, like blind spots Doc is in while she's focused on Zima. Just turns her head just the slightest bit so that she can make eye contact with Zima, and then gives just like a short nod before going back and scanning the room.
Since there's multiple people standing, that means there's extra chairs. So Mika has decided that she's gonna just take multiple chairs and is like awkwardly draped across like 2.5 of the chairs. It's not comfortable, but since the chairs are available, might as well use them somehow. And I think also has partially fallen asleep with a book on her face. And then kind of pulls the book off. Yeah, I'm good, what's up?
Beth just sort of like pulls off their outer jacket and just go back to sleep.
Neon will cuddle up into the jacket and like just be slightly more comfortable instead of awkwardly draped but curled up on 2 chairs now.
I swear, that Mika can sleep anywhere.
It is a unique skill.
Makes notes of that for my design for Mika, and that's neither here nor there.
Certainly useful.
Does anybody have eyes on Facade, or has anybody seen her?
I think Facade is, I think Facade's reading a book. In the corner. Like, sort of propped up. Similar to Neon, just, took a couple chairs and is doing, like, a leg prop-up thing. There's a crumpled piece of paper in that journal, or that book that she's reading. It doesn't look like it belongs there.
Is the book right side up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
So you're just like in the corner, like a bit away.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, Siva like glances at Doc for a second, and then like looks at Facade, and then just
Like,
walks
Facade
up.
looks up at you, like...
Just, like walks up to you. So you just... Hello, Facade.
Do I have a book as a prop? I do have a book. And... Good evening, not Danny. Shit. Zima.
Doc was curious about your whereabouts, but you are right here.
That is the case. Hi, Doc.
Oh, Facade, honey! So sorry. I was looking over my tablet. I did not see you over there. What are you doing in the dark corner? Get over here.
Just
Join the
stands
rest
up,
of us.
tucks the book in the jacket, and then walks over.
Walk over with her.
Good. Awesome. So, y'all know about Witch and them, right? Well, she's kind of a monster, so should keep an eye out on that, because she might kill us.
Do you wish for me to deal with her?
No, sweetie, no. You can't be drawing any more attention to us. Y'all, any...
Is there attention on us, Doc?
Yes. Actually, yeah, there is. You see, our unit is a little bit special in that, some of our members are, how to best put this? Art? How would you best put it, honey?
Art?
Arth just like turns around with a just deadpan face, just so I died. Still around, thanks to Milady over here, and Arth offers Milady just a very deep bow before just doesn't even doesn't stick around to wait for the reaction, turns back around and like goes back to standing guard. But like you can see that she's definitely a bit more tense after hearing that like Witch is like, you know. So now like Arth is specifically just looking around for Umbra Lance and keeping track.
In a similar vein, I also previously passed away, and yet I am here now, though under different circumstances.
Yeah, see, so what happened is Dr. Asano was Zima's lovely designer, I based a lot of my theories on her work, but she went a little batshit crazy. And, well, art is pretty much my masterpiece. If you don't mind me saying so, sweetheart, you work
The
on
lady,
on
you
your
can
own.
say whatever you want.
Alright, cool. So anyway, yeah. This is basically the two different schools of thought on the Geist system. That's where we're at. Mika
Yeah.
knows it. Yeah, sorry. Neon knows this. So,
Hey,
I was-
Facade, you're not dead, too, are you?
It appears I'm just as alive as, well, maybe not the rest of you.
so I do have a
Some.
scan. I do have your scan, but Facade, I do need to scan your brain, sweetie, if that's all right.
And why is that?
Well, I do have a backup for all of my team, just in case something untimely does happen. Right now it's Neon's my next guest because she likes to blow things up, and yeah, I would just love a scan of your brain just in case.
And question per se, does the rest of what the hell is this the military called again?
Well, technically, you guys are a part of the mobile assault infantry.
And is this brain scan something standard for the mobile assault infantry?
I will save both of you the trouble. Unsanctioned cloning, not sponsored by PMI, is strictly forbidden in every branch of the military and the government.
Oh, well, heavens no, absolutely not. When we died, the military thought besides Dr. Asano, wants us to stay dead. And I believe that's just complete rubbish. So you don't have to. I was just like, if something did happen to your corporeal form, I wanted to have a backup.
I'll think on it, Doc. How about that?
I will absolutely take that maybe.
Excellent. Well, besides talking about treasonous things,
What else is new with us? Speaking of which, how did it go with you and our commander?
I simply don't know what you're talking about.
Of course, sweetheart, of course.
Facade, did you do further flirting with the commander?
Actually, no.
Interesting.
I didn't see the commander at all yesterday.
Is
I
there a
remember about some fancy lady that visited our landcrawler. Do you know anything about that?
Oh, she's a dignitary of some sort. At least that's what I've heard through the rumors.
What she look like?
Wedding cake?
Tell you.
She looks like a wedding cake.
But like all frilly and fluffy.
Some people say she was wearing a blue dress, and then a couple have said a red, so I don't know what to trust information-wise. People seem a little scattered.
Hers is sparkly though.
I have a question. Me, Danny, has a question. Can I? Is there a way?
Hmm?
You Yeah.
Are you-
Oh, yeah,
are
it's
you-
about you. Yeah, it's about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do some spicy brain things? Are you gonna
Okay, all right, let's hear it. All right, let's hear it.
I'm trying to see if Streamline can figure out if Facade is lying or not.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd probably be.
Spicy brain things.
Yeah, that sounds like spicy brain things. Why don't you go ahead and give me one of them yonder rolls?
Okay.
As for which kind of roll, if you give me 20 seconds, I'll give you some ideas.
Awareness doesn't know.
I think awareness would be a perfectly valid, John. There might be a better stat if you give me like 7 seconds to look at the list again, because I'm bad at remembering the list of skills in this game.
I think I'm just like scrolling through
There's
it.
too fucking many of them.
Yeah, there's human perception if you want to go with that
Yeah,
one.
I think it'd either be
Oh,
human
yeah.
perception. I would say honestly, given the
Social?
well, Roxanne's a human. I hate to say this because I know your empathy isn't great, but
No.
There's also an emotion scan. You can do an emotion scan because you've got psi power.
Oh, right.
That's
That is a thing you could do. So, in that case,
I make a roll?
yeah, you need to roll deception versus your psi power.
Okay.
Deception.
Oh, I have a cool way to describe this.
Where
Okay.
is that?
So-
There's also telepathy.
So yeah, you're gonna roll either of those skills. Facade, you're gonna roll. I think the stat I'm actually looking for is let's see. There's persuasion and fast talk.
I would love persuasion and fast talk. Thank you very much.
We'll
Should
go
I
with
do
that.
emotion scan?
Yeah, we're gonna go with that as well. You guys can go ahead and roll your psi power versus your fast talk.
We're doing funky things, y'all.
16.
16. Ooh. It's
Her BS is stronger than your psi power.
Calm as a cucumber seems mildly curious as well as to the person who emerged onto the ship.
And can I describe it? There's a moment where, as Facade is talking, it looks like Streamline's eyes just lock onto her for a second, and is just staring almost scarily deeply. Like, it's not necessarily like a glare, but it's a look that no one's really seen from Streamline before. And it stays for just a little too long, and it almost feels like it almost feels like someone closing in on you, but then it stops. And then she sort of
just
blinks
smiles
a
at
few
you.
times.
Sees you looking like that and just stares right back into your eyes and just smiles. And then leaves that.
That Streamline takes a step back a little bit.
Are you two having a moment? Or are y'all good? Or what's going on here?
I don't know. I thought Zima was just engaging in a staring contest.
Perhaps I was unintentionally. I'm unsure.
Something you want to share with the class, Zima?
Facade, you did say you would teach me how to flirt. Is that still happening?
Is that what you were attempting to do just there?
Yes.
Can Facade insight Zima?
I mean,
Can
yeah,
I
I don't see
insight
why that wouldn't be a thing.
You would?
So
I
yeah,
wanna
you're gonna
insight
roll
check
your
this.
human perception versus Zima. You could then roll, I suppose, either persuasion or some other relevant skill.
Or fast talk? Yeah. Oh my god!
Oh, with the 19. Oh, close.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, with my 14, I still got it.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So
You are not a liar. That is
Streamline,
not in your
are
programming.
you actually flirting right now, or is this like...
No, this is Zima trying to deflect into something else that was on her mind.
Uh-huh. Yeah, fair enough. I figured.
So she's not like fully lying, but it's sort of like, obviously that's not what she was doing, because she doesn't know what she was doing in that moment.
Fair and valid.
That's fair.
Zima, do you mind if I take another look at your programming? Because
That is quite fun, yes.
yeah, that, sweetie, you don't lie. You just lied then. You don't do that.
Zima,
Facade does that.
you just lied to me? I'm so hurt.
Oh. Apologies, Facade. I did not mean to cause you harm. I
What's that?
simply said the first thing that was on my mind. And then I
Okay.
said the second thing on my mind.
I have a thought
It's weird when
Okay.
it's not
As
me calling
to-
this.
as to how Facade would respond.
Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh.
We can try and play it cool, try and play it chill.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, uh-huh, mm-hmm.
But also might not be slick, so apologies in advance.
Okay.
I think... I think Facade's just gonna help you under the chin a little bit and go, "That's okay, I forgive you. Perhaps you could take me out to dinner as a real apology?"
See,
And that's how you flirt, Zima.
yes,
You
like,
don't
this is
mind.
Zima.
Can I make this worse?
Yes.
The door to the side of the hangar door, like room you guys are in, opens as soon as this happens.
Oh boy. Well, Roxanne did say, and that's how you flirt, Zima.
Yeah.
So, you know, just hands in pockets and...
Oh, excuse if I'm interrupting something.
Commander.
Can I roll a quick programming check on Zima?
You absolutely can.
See if I notice anything
Oh,
different.
that's gonna be funny.
Oh, 21, baby.
Big number. What you looking for with this check?
Seeing if there's anything irregular in her programming, like a decrease in humanity or an addition of psi power.
Well, you would
No, not
definitely.
those-
You previously
not those
noticed
things
that
specific.
constant flood of information through her, into like it going through her processing when you kind of went through her brain last time, and so for a bit you thought, okay, well somehow it's like her brain processor's been like overclocked or something. That doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. You start looking through the signal now, and you recognize some of that information that's being processed isn't coming from within her own brain processors. It's outside information. Which, as far as you know, for every way a human brain, even an artificial one, should work, isn't really a thing that happens.
Okay.
I'd also like
Yeah.
to add, as you're looking in, that you see, there's like a moment as you're looking in, and you're getting like all like this weird, mysterious information, and having this sort of
Internal.
revelation. You see that there's a moment Zima's brain just like fully freezes for a second. like,
I'm
like,
sorry, honey. All I'm
pauses.
reading is just a warning that says eternal gay panic. I don't know what that means.
Zima.exe. Zima.exe has stopped working.
Yes. Like,
Fuck, okay, alright, that got me. That was good.
Hold on. Where'd it go? No. Come back here.
I may, Doc, I may need to step into a corner for a moment.
In any case, the commander standing in the doorway just says, 34th? Good afternoon.
Oh, hey, Commander. What's up?
Commander.
Well, I
As Commander.
was partially just stopping to check in. Recent events have made me realize I haven't exactly been keeping in touch with my soldiers, so I figured I'd find a time to check in on you all. Also, we have new orders.
That's not exactly true, sir. You've been keeping in touch with one of us.
Can I vibe check him? Oh my god.
Yeah,
Doc
as he definitely cuts his eye to the side at Doc's comment, you can go ahead and absolutely roll a human perception for me real quick if you want. Take a +2 on it, by the way.
Interesting.
Okay. 18.
Something's on his mind. He's bothered by something, and is clearly very much trying to not think about it too hard. And the look on his face is telling you that something is making him think that doing this doing this as a way to like get away from his thoughts was probably not the best option in his head. But also, as he mentioned, you all have new orders, so he figured he didn't have a choice. But it is very evident in his face and demeanor that something is on his mind.
He said we had new orders, Commander.
Indeed. The battle will be beginning soon. We're securing a supposedly neutral town, but it's been occupied by enemy forces for a while now. It's become a sort of pseudo-fortress. Defensive perimeter in place, emplacements everywhere. There's a relative effective field of fire designed to keep any intruders out. What's more damned is that they keep the civilians there. The town is not evacuated.
What kind of, enemy... Oh, shit, I lost the word.
Sleipnir?
Max? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, what kind of enemy mechs are we looking at here? I'm just thinking about some upgrades for, the crew. I want to know what parts I'm working with.
As far as I know, their deployment is standard forces. A few hunter units, standard warriors. We've seen juggernauts, but mostly providing artillery positions for fire from deeper in. The trouble is our recon flights can't really pierce deeper into the city. We can see up to the perimeter wall. We can see all the defenses they have lined up there and briefly behind it, but anything deeper into the town is blind.
What's our terrain look like?
Rocky, decent cover on the way in, canyons leading to the town across two main railroads. There is a third, sort of more hilly terrain passage that's overlooked by 3 specific emplacements. Any travel up there will probably be a slaughter, but if we can get men through there, then, well, we have direct line into the town and the reserve forces. That is where things get kind of complicated. We've been given special assignment.
Let me guess, the hell path that you just mentioned?
Not exactly. However, the defensive perimeter is powered by an incredibly obvious reactor. Though we can't get recon flights through, it gives off so much heat that we can literally track it from miles away. We assume it powers all the guns on the defensive perimeter, and with it down, we could smash straight through it. The trouble is, it's in the middle of the town, where we have no intel. I'll leave it to you to assume who's been assigned to take it out.
They want us to spring the trap.
Absolutely.
So we'll be moving in as a solo unit, presumably, into unknown territory to take down this reactor that nobody knows anything about.
Support will be limited, and we'll have likely a scattering of forces down to help us in the push, and air cover as far as we can go, but there will be no guaranteed push to this area. It'll be us and maybe 2 other units.
Do we know what
They do know they're traveling with collateral damage, right?
I assume they're being briefed currently.
Does this mean I get to blow up the reactor?
Well, that would be our job.
What do we need to evacuate any civilians around the reactor?
He cuts his eyes a bit. We've not been given any such orders.
With that, I'm gonna look over at Art and be like, we're totally going to be evacuating a bunch of civilians before we blow this thing up.
Art just like cuts like a... It looks like she's nodding to Tamir, but she's definitely nodding at Doc right now.
Darby, you had a thing there you were going for?
What units do we know? With us?
I'm working on a tactical plan. It's for reasons I'll get into very briefly. I've been given tactical purview of our operation. I'm reviewing the available units, and it seems like we can probably pull a few mechs from 33rd Lance and maybe a few from 35th.
To clarify, which lance was Umbra Lance again?
33rd.
Can we not get her? I mean, she would be super busy at this point, being, you know, the all-powerful, super amazing. Also, she's probably dying, like, uber witch. Can we just not?
He cocks his head. You're speaking about Umbra 1.
Of course.
Then my advice, Seraph 4, and you notice again he uses your call sign and not your name, would be to be careful about which information you speak with around commanding officers. We all have to make our reports. However, Umbra 1 has been given separate orders. They won't be deploying with us. Whatever you know about them, I advise you to keep it low.
All I said is she's kind of dying. We're all kind of dying. Everyone who's born is on their way out. I'm just saying.
He says, I meant nothing by it. Forgive me.
Tamir's... Can Roxanne do another check of the commander?
What you looking for specifically?
His mood is like super fucking off.
Yeah.
I know.
Go ahead. Roll. Take that plus 2 again.
The vibes are off.
Vibes are not immaculate.
The vibes are like super rancid.
The vibes are atrocious right now. Go ahead and roll again. Adding the plus 2. He
15.
needs to counter roll. Give me 1 second.
I think the sun
He had
actually starts
plus
staring
2.
him down and like looking him up and down.
And let's see if he can counter roll well.
Dang.
You sure fucking can't. As he's kind of backing down from Doc and sees you all kind of looking at him like, yo, what's up? He kind of senses the mood and just says like, apologies, I appear combative today. It's not directed towards any of you. He then catches Facades like up and down, meets your eyes, and immediately cuts them away. Whatever it is that is bothering him, it probably involves you to some degree.
Interesting. Alright.
Can I notice this?
Yeah, I mean, you're all seeing this. No roll needed. You all definitely, if you want to be aware of it, just saw that moment happen. What you think it means is up to you, but you all just saw it happen.
I'm gonna give Art a look like, did they fuck? Or like, what is going on?
Art has not even noticed. Art is busy, Art just gives Melody just like a question mark like when they catch eyes, because Art is still just like scanning the perimeter and like making sure like the conversation's not being overheard. So basically, she's busy making sure that we're not getting eavesdropped on.
I think the sun's just gonna laugh. Right. Then, is there anything else you wanted to tell us, Commander? Or should we go get ready in our mechs?
There was more, actually. For reasons I'm not quite privy to, if I am honest, we are under surveillance for this mission. Those higher in position than even I are going to be keeping an eye on the Lance and their combat data. I assume it's for propaganda reel or for a reason that I'm not keen to elaborate on, but regardless, someone will have their eyes on us for this mission, and I have not been told why.
So we don't want to live up to our nickname.
Would be preferred, yes. Things are calamitous enough around here. Mayhap we don't need more on the battlefield.
Doc, you can see Doc as she's like, I should say it. I don't. Now's not the time. I really want to say it. You know what? I'm just gonna sit this one out. Yes, sir.
May I make a clarification?
One more time?
May I make a clarification?
Of course.
Our mission is to take down this... What's it called?
Reactor.
Reactor.
To take down,
Yeah.
to take down this reactor. Is it simply a destroy the reactor and leave?
Well, we are assumed to want to hold the position until reinforcement arrives to secure it. However, some members of our Lance have expressed a desire to evac civilians from the area. A desire that I share. It's something that we can do. It will, however, require us to take that path that I mentioned earlier. If the guns are offline, it will certainly be safer than if they're online. Regardless, there is little cover, and we will be exposed the entire way. And slower while escorting civilians.
What else is new?
It looks like Sheila wants to say something. But they sort of look to Doc for a second, and then they look back, and then they just sort of nod. Whatever task is given to us, we shall do.
Are there any further questions?
And we ship out.
You should start heading to your units as soon as you can. Begin preliminary checks and start checking your systems. We'll be deploying within the next 2 hours or so.
Good.
He says, you are all dismissed. He
Gives a little bow.
stands there as if he's not going to leave where he's
So
standing
he's
at.
waiting for us to leave?
Like, it doesn't. It's
I
not
would like
almost
to
like
be
a
last.
waiting for y'all to leave. It's more just like a waiting to be alone kind of thing. It looks like almost, but it doesn't seem like he wants to walk away. Like he's kind of thinking maybe.
No offense, Commander, but we were here. You came to us.
Let's go examine our mechs. Doc, I'm sure there's some upgrades that you wish to tinker with before we launch.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Any further thoughts on that thing I asked you about, since we're going to be, going through a dead man's tunnel of hell?
Let's talk about it in the hangar.
Be that.
I have a question. Does Tamir look like he wants to be left alone?
With the 23? No. There is a specific member of the Lance he is hoping to catch alone, actually.
Oh!
And Roxanne's trying to shuffle people out pretty fast.
So at this point, Arth very unsubtly just kind of like slaps in the back towards Tamir, and then just goes, Mika, Zima, Doc, we'll take care of the checks for you, Facade.
There is
Doc,
a slight tinge of pink on his face if that happens.
Appreciated.
And then Arth's gonna like take one last look around the hangar. Is there a space that looks like it's private and that like Arth, as someone who's talked with like the various engineers, knows is like almost bug free?
Oh yeah, unquestionably.
Yeah, my cubby.
Yeah.
Yeah, your cubby.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely my cubby.
Yeah. All right. So then Arth just kind of like looks at Doc and is like, you okay with this? And then just like kind of like very like unsubtly like jerks her head towards Doc's cubby and is like, while making eye contact with Facade and Tamir, just it's private.
Facade will nod.
Doc will pout and will walk away with everybody. Like, I was gonna do some work, but all right, fine. Just get my notebook.
It's like, Doc,
I want to hit both
wouldn't
of
mind,
these.
could you check over my systems?
I will definitely check over your system, sweetheart.
So, out of curiosity, specifying, is there anything we feel we want to have happen in that scene over in Doc's cubby while Tamir and Facade are separate? Is there anything that needs to happen there? Or is that just like a good way to get everybody out of the way?
Oh, no. We're leaving them in my cubby so they can talk and not be bugged. And I'm gonna go check. I don't know what Zima and Neon are doing, but I'm gonna go check arts systems.
Okay, fair and valid. In which case, is there anything that you feel like is like better to have in the space, or should we just like focus in on that facade and Tamir conversation? We feel like
Absolutely that.
Focus on that. I will say there's one single thing.
Do it.
People are knocking on my door. There's one single thing that Zima wants to do as they're leaving, because they're not gonna follow. They're not gonna follow the group.
Of course.
Well, they're leaving with their group, but they seem to be going a different way. But before they do, they are gonna walk past Tamir and sort of place sort of a hand on his shoulder and like lean close to like his ear, and it sort of whispers, I urge you to give the command that will ensure our safety, and to be careful moving forward. And with that, she's going to leave.
He looks kind of shocked. Like, he definitely has some thoughts on that statement. He doesn't voice any of them, but for lack of a better term, that sort of got to him to a degree. You can tell.
Can Facade pick that up?
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna get clipped, by the way, if you're wondering.
Can I pick it up? Do I still get a +2?
Sure. That's... In case you haven't wondered, you're getting a +2 to most checks to perceive things about him. It's kind of a thing when you're...
Oh, yeah. I fucking text it!
That's getting clipped too, by the way.
Oh my god.
Well, hang on. I mean, let's see how well he actually manages to hide it, because he's not really trying to, but I suppose we can see. Also pressing all the wrong buttons, because I'm not a smart human being. Here we go. Well.
Better than me?
No.
Nope. No, he rolled 2 under you.
Oh, yeah? How do you react?
When it comes to thinking about his safety, it's not really a thing he's thinking about at all. You all, however, well, you're used to commanders that kind of just treat you like tools, like soldiers, like things to be fought with until you are no longer capable of fighting. There is a clear difference in here in that he seems almost conflicted, like he wants to keep you all as safe as he can, but like something he knows might make that hard to do. Best I can give you on a 13, sorry.
That's better than I thought. Cool. Neat. Awesome. So where
Oh, we're gone.
Oh, they're gone.
Bad
Okay.
gone.
You're
Yeah,
so gone.
He, as everybody parts, he sees that you're still just there and just, almost kind of sarcastically, just, if you had a moment.
For a commander, always.
How are you feeling?
Fine, but what are you really wanting to ask?
Just checking in on you. I was hoping I'd find more time for us to talk on less shortened terms, but war keeps us all busy, I suppose.
Yes, and especially when one's significant other appears on the ship.
He directly cuts his eyes away from you and just... So you'd heard.
Things go around on the ship pretty fast.
Yes, it is true. Our newest visitor, though unexpected, is, well, they are to be my betrothed, if my father has his way. He does clench his fist a little bit when you say that, though.
I think Roxanne will nod. Then, Commander, I suggest you shall pull out the book that she was reading in your spare time. Perhaps before we go into battle, that you should read a book. I found this one to be quite calming and enlightening.
And what is the book?
Something in the library. I would, and she just kind of walks up, leans close, and gently pushes it against his chest.
For 1 second while I roll it down. He grabs the book with, like, both hands and, like, slowly, takes it towards his chest and lowers it.
She won't let go.
He's looking down, kind of, and just... War is a horrible thing. It robs us of so much. Choice.
I think you should also be wary, Commander, of what comes after the war. And she pushes the book a little harder into his hand.
You sound as if you're warning me of something.
She lets go, leans back. How could I, Commander? I'm just a simple soldier on this ship. In any case, I have no knowledge of any goings on beyond what happens in this floating coffin of ours. So, whatever happens, I think be mindful of what's coming next.
Could I ask a question of you?
Of course.
If you were in my position, what would you do? If you found yourself straddled between fate and choice, between responsibility and desire, if everything that was important to you rested upon people who you wish didn't matter, what would you do?
Are you looking for advice, or are you looking for permission?
The latter.
Okay. No one can tell I'm neurodivergent. I am neurotypical.
Why do you sound like an alien invader from the 70s?
Cause I am.
Fair enough.
Your mom.
Okay.
Fuck, shit, somebody.
You got this, I believe in you.
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever really thought about it before.
I think about it too much. This sounds foolish and incredibly inconsiderate of me to say, but there are times I envy the position of soldiers. Not for the conditions you are put under. Nothing about that is fair. But imagine being born into a world where you are told you have no choice from the beginning, as opposed to one where you were given the illusion of it, and then told you have none anyway. Mayhap, he takes a second and kind of looks away. Mayhap the world is about making choice where you can, and that is what makes us human.
Sounds like a very enlightened. My chest stabbed me. Sounds like perhaps you've already made a decision.
And if I have,
It's just a matter of acting on it, then, isn't it?
he's gonna try to kiss you now.
Yeah! Okay.
Yo, the way the music ended at the right moment, too. Good job, Foxy. Anyway.
Oh,
I am a consenting GM, so this is the kind of thing where I'm gonna say it only happens if... Okay, cool, got it. Obviously, I took the thumbs up. So yeah, he drops the book and just leans forward to pull you into his arms and
woohoo! Spicy!
And if you don't mind, before we cut away, could you give me a stealth roll?
Oh, are we stealthing? Wait, stealthing has a different connotation.
Yeah, it sure does. No, fuck, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
No, I know. Are we doing the hanky panky?
No, not in my cubby. No,
I didn't say that.
Okay, I don't know. I don't. Okay.
First, just roll the stealth, please.
Okie dokie. 16.
16's not bad. And I guess this is the part where I ask you to answer your question of is hanky panky happening? It's ultimately a question of, well, I'll say this in the most Twitch appropriate way that I can. It is very clear here that he is giving himself he's letting go of inhibition and being comfortable in the moment.
Okay.
How far this goes, ultimately, is entirely up to you. We can discuss that separately. What is much more importantly, though, is regardless of how far it does go, he bumps a desk and something falls over and clangs. Whether that stops you two is up to you two. What it does mean, however, is those of us who have gone to scatter but haven't gotten too far probably heard that. And with that, let's get our first break in, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, because okay. My cubby is being violated.
Man, I didn't even have to roll seduction or nothing.
Hey,
Like,
sometimes you just got the riz like that. Any case, outside of Roxanne's incredible swagger, we're gonna take a break for a few minutes. It's not gonna matter for y'all because this won't be live; it'll be pre-recorded. I keep saying that like this isn't episode 4. Point of the matter is, we'll be back in a little bit. This is episode 5 now. Never mind. Point of the matter is, we'll be back in a few minutes. Don't touch that dial of that browser. Stay right and locked in as we give you some break music and some PMRs to look at. Sit tight and remain comfortable as we see you all in just a little bit, and I let my players yell at me for a little while. Okay? See you guys in a bit. Bye.
Last time I'm nice. Last time I'm nice to you, Facade.
In a small village, amid a blasted landscape, a father sits with his son. Their heads are down, their bodies tucked tight together as they await the coming storm. Papa, I can't hear anything yet. I know. It's all right. Remember what I taught you, right? then it's like thunder. If you count the seconds between the explosions, then everything will be okay. 10 seconds between, deep breath. Remember that. The sun closes his eyes and begins to count backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Building the air and explodes. We pan ourselves across massive scenes of battle as Sleipnir units, tall and gray, storm over defensive positions and are swarmed over. Defensive batteries and high walls are pouring streams of laser fire across the plains as Type 22s zip between position to position, dashing in and move on. One pilot begins to dash in. We slow and zoom in on his cockpit. He says, "Yo, I got 2 on me. Come on, give me some backup here." You see another pilot come in. "I'm on your 6. Don't worry about it." They start moving forward, dashing across. One of them comes to a Sleipnir, jams their rifle into the middle of it, and presses the trigger twice, blowing it to pieces and then kicking it off at the end of their rifle. Damn, cogs blow up too damn easy. Am I right? He looks over, and his partner is slumped over, laser rounds in their cockpit as their mech falls over. Damn it! And he pushes forward. As the camera moves around, we find ourselves next, directly on the outskirts, the town of Redcham, where Seraph Lance has been given a specific mission. Push through the town, get to the reactor, destroy it to bring defenses online. And of course, they've given themselves the simple bonus task of evacuating civilians through an incredibly hostile territory with no cover. To do this, the 5 pilots sort of land and begin to, the 5 of you begin to sort of slowly trot your mechs forward. You haven't taken any contact yet. You can hear the distant sounds of battle blowing all around you and hear distant explosions and everything. And as your mechs are lumbering around, you notice that you have 6 enemy contacts, 6 allied contacts next to you, Papillon 1 through 5 and their command unit, who all seem to pop up and check in for various things. And also, alongside of you, you notice that you have 4 contacts from Umbra Lance. Their command unit, Umbra 2 Soul, Umbra 3 Zeus, and Umbra 4 Dropkick. Umbras 1 and 5, nowhere to be seen. Otherwise, the 5 of you are here and deployed thusly. The turns are effectively, we're going to do these, you've all talked about how we do turns here. We do turns through a popcorn style format. If any of you feels comfortable, like you want to go first, well then simply, let's get right into it, huh?
From what we see on the map, where are, like, possible turrets or anything? Is this further than anything?
You are past the defensive line. You guys have already been managed to pierce through the defensive line. There are no turrets around here or emplacements nearby here. In fact, you're mostly, if you're looking for anything, it's probably going to be actual enemy contacts, moving contacts like mechs and things. You're not going to find more emplacements this far back.
Okay.
I'm going to dash to that big gigantic boulder. And
You got it.
I'm gonna try and climb up it. If I can.
Go for it.
Wait, how far is that? Shit. Cool. Yeah.
Yep. Perfect.
Sweet.
Doc, as you land there, you immediately start to get some sensor pings from off to your right, right over here. A few of them are resolving as clearly, obviously, just like simple enemies that are like waking up from sentry positions and preparing to like. They're mostly likely on patrol standby, and once you trick a certain area, they kind of just woke up and begin to activate. As you are getting sensor pings, let me get these guys grabbed real quick. Doop. From 2 enemy units that are kind of like that. They 2 of them ping as normal warrior units. 2 of them, however, are moving high and low and kind of like swooping down over the top of the towns. But then those are definitely the unit you've encountered before, Sleipnir Hunters. Those are kind of half-torso flying units that kind of hover over battlefields to provide drone support and air cover with their missiles and Gatling cannons. Let me go ahead and put those so the stream can see them real quick. There they are. They come up on your sensors, and you're now fully aware that those 4 contacts are on your radar. There's definitely more in the town, though. Plenty more.
Hey, y'all. I started this party a little early. We've got a couple hunters on our way, and just some regular old cannon fodder. If y'all want to take care of that, I'm gonna try and see if I can get a wider sense of read of what's in this town. But it's gonna take me a second to set up.
Got it, my lady. Where do you need me?
Yeah, I give her the coordinates. Echo 2.
Papillon-
I don't fucking know.
Papillon 1 taps in, just, we're in that zone. We'll pin those ones in place. Either wipe them out or move past them. Either, in either case, we'll hold them here.
Papillon, while you're at it, can you make sure the civilians get out, please?
Papillon 1 just says, yeah, we'll make sure to keep an eye out for civvies. Papillon command then taps in over the command, just says, you've been given no such orders. Stay focused on your mission.
I think Fasad's gonna tap in on the comms and say, I think if the intention is to save civilians, and I have a feeling that our Lance is the only one that has the freedom to do so.
Cool. That's gonna be fun.
So we decide who pushes, who rescues.
Alright.
It's like, I'll make myself a target then. And Arthur's just gonna, if you're okay with this, Arthur's going to push them, like dash themselves forward and make themselves a huge target.
I'll let one of the so an enemy will go. A group will activate and begin to move. There's movement happening from beyond you, and Doc, just as you're registering those 4 pings, all of you get other sensor pings, letting you know that just a few meters deeper into or just a few kilometers deeper into the town, there are more of them.
Well,
Give me one
All right.
second to move some stuff.
all good.
And they'll go ahead and take their movement, slide over here deeper into town, and then we'll pass it over to you, Arth. Go ahead.
Okay, after saying that Arthur's gonna make themselves a target, they're gonna go ahead and dash, take their full movement forward. Actually, does charge let them, like, basically dash forward and start
Yes.
slicing through? Because
You with the charge, you move your full MA and then make a melee attack.
all right, Arthur's going to charge right in the middle and make a melee attack and just stab right behind them to this mech.
Go ahead. Go
Alright,
ahead and roll a mecha melee.
Roll that.
You're gonna roll an evasion. They're going to fail. They don't have a shield. Roll damage.
Okay. I don't remember.
As a reminder, I'm pretty sure, Arth, let me make sure. Pretty sure your weapon by default does 6 damage,
Yeah.
and their search of integrity is 3. So by default, you're rolling in the +3 column, but you can go 2 columns to the left. So you're gonna roll in that +5 column for damage.
Gotcha. +5 column. Gonna roll. Go ahead and roll d6. That is a 3,
It's 2d6.
which
It's
is
2d6.
oh 2d6.
Yeah, roll one more for me. That's
okay.
a grand
one more.
total of 5, which in the +5 chart is C2. Roll one more d6 for me.
One more d6. 6.
Roll d6 again. Damage collision.
2.
And with a 2, it comes to... Let me look at the combat real quick. Oh, so yeah, you stab behind you and stab straight into the spinal unit of the Sleipnir. Its legs begin to spasm and kind of give out under it, as it's like, it clearly can't gain proper motor control. And because it actually takes extra damage from that, it literally just, like, convulses and then falls directly backwards onto, like, your shoulder, slumping off of your sword arm, as it is, very dead.
Arth raises their shield, spins their sword back up, and just like takes a stance with sort of like clangs their shield against their sword and is like, "Come at me."
All right. Let me quickly make an activation for some enemies real quick, and then you can pass it over to whoever you want to go next.
All right.
All right. That's it for them. Who's next?
I got a popcorn Mika.
Big Meek. Let's do it.
blow some shit up, Neon.
What's the plan?
Gladly. What is the plan? I think seeing where Chilean goes, Mika's gonna follow because yeah, that's my battle buddy. Do I have enough to charge? Not quite.
If you would like, I will let you roll a piloting check with a -2 modifier, and if you pass it, I will let you move that full distance and attack it.
Okay, sounds good.
Go for it.
Have fun here.
Where's piloting?
Mecha piloting is what you want. You can probably get it in your Mecha Combat, Mecha Combat tab.
I found it. There you go.
You got it.
I'm like, I think I also took normal piloting.
Ah, yeah, for pilot. Ooh, for the 13. Do the attack anyway, lose 1 structural integrity for it.
Okay.
As you fire your thrusters way too hard to just like boost, you can literally hear one of the circuits just pop. Micro explosion goes off in like in your backpack. You still just push forward and drive your fist into them. Go.
All right.
Wait, does I blow up something?
I mean, yeah, I just didn't know it'd be you.
I hear that pop
19's a
in
good
my
fucking
ears, and I'm like,
Yeah, no. As Doc groans, we cut back to Mika's Neon's neck smashing into this thing. Go ahead and roll damage. You're gonna roll in that +2 column.
That's 2d6.
Mm-hmm. A 13.
I can't math.
12.
I can't math. That's 3.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, a 12
Okay.
is still it's still good. In the +2, that's go ahead and roll me one more d6.
Oh my goodness.
As you rolled into the C3 table with a 1. Oh, you literally so Neon, you power up. The Sleipnir tries to swing like a sort of melee attack with its laser gun at you. You duck under it and punch with your fist up, digging up through the wiring. You get a good grip on like the power plant, and you just twist. Wires turn and burst. The neck you can see its light just flicker and then die out as it slumps into your fist and you rip your hand out of it. That one is very dead. Fucking the C3 table is helping y'all so much right now. Give me 1 second to go ahead and mark this guy as dead, and then I'll have some enemies go. I'm gonna activate this unit back here, actually. Why not? They haven't done anything. This guy here will come up and start putting fire on Papillon Lance. This guy here will do the same thing. Nothing too crazy other happening. These hunters, however, are going to start to swarm over around here and start to get to put some fire around here. One will fire at Doc, the other will fire at Streamline, actually. Let's do that. Let me get those units up for you real quick. Give me 1 second. So many
I'm in danger.
buttons to click. Gunnery. Gunnery. So, yeah, I think you can both go ahead and roll evasion if you want. I don't think you can roll worse than that. So it's an 8 for Doc and a 10 to hit Streamline.
Wait, where
You're rolling Mecha Piloting. You're rolling your yeah.
Oh, cool. Because I don't have Mecha Piloting.
Well,
okay,
you only need to beat an 8, so you beat an 8. As this thing comes in, these dudes comes in and start like doing strafing runs at both of you, trying to like land shots at you. You can see on their shoulders a rack of missiles opens up and begins to fire, raining down shards of rock and concrete down onto you, Doc. But otherwise, you are taking minor damage, nothing serious. You're perfectly fine.
I'm
You
making
scratched the
notes
paint.
about so I'm making notes on how hunters attack.
Fair enough. Mika, you went last. Who's next?
Hey, Facade, you're up.
Yeah, I have a question about missiles
Go.
and how they work. Just how?
Oh, I mean, they're a weapon like anything else, honestly.
The general question.
What's the range on the missiles?
Their missiles, they are decently longer range.
Our missiles.
Oh, you guys don't have them.
Oh, cool. Never mind then.
Well,
Tight.
at least not all of you do. Doc does.
sure it's filed under miscellaneous things.
I hate you.
Oh my god.
It's a barrage of information.
Oh no.
Fuck yes. Okay, I think Facade's gonna move 2 forward, because that's a free movement. That's a free action,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, 1, 2. I think she's gonna take 2 actions to fire on... Let's fire on this one first.
Take a shot.
Oh, this one right here. That's Mecha Gunnery.
Yep.
Another question. What's a called shot?
As a called shot, you can basically say you're targeting a certain part of the mech, rather than like just shooting in general. You'll take a penalty for the shot though.
Yeah. Can I aim for what's this? Servo is
like servo is just like different parts.
okay.
Just say what you're aiming for. Are you aiming for like the fucking like? Are you aiming for the head, the flight unit, the weapon, the
flight unit.
Okie doke. Go ahead and roll. Take a minus. We'll say -2 modifier.
Okay.
Nah, -1. It's pretty close to you.
So 5.
Wait, did you roll the? You gotta roll the shot first.
Oh, wait, is that not? Oh, I see. 14. So 13.
Oh! You let off your shots, putting at it, and your shots are pretty accurate. You're aiming for the flight unit. As you shoot, it literally just does a full barrel roll, almost inverting around the nexus of your shots, completely avoiding.
Okay, I'll do another one.
Go ahead.
You stupid little shit. 11.
Got it that time. Go ahead and roll damage. 2d6. You are rolling on the plus. Oh, sorry. No, you're rolling on the plus. Oh God, +4 table.
7.
Let me look at what 7 does, because I'm pretty sure it's not a good thing. Damage 3.
I think it's 1d6, right?
No, it's 2. You're right. You hit the flight unit and literally pierce a fuel line. This thing skitters out of control and just goes up in an inferno. It's a little bit dead.
Just a little bit. A little bit dead. Cool. I think that's everything, unless
You
there's
pass that too.
more I can do with my turn. Oh, who hasn't gone?
Would be just streamline.
Ah, yes, streamline. Let's go.
All right, then hold tight. Let me have the enemies go real quick. And oh Jesus, wrong layer.
There was an earthquake for a second.
The whole world shifted.
Oh god.
What kind of big mech is coming in now?
Oh shit.
Oh god.
All right, streamline. Go ahead, your turn. You're up.
Okay. Streamline will move they want to move up, so we'll go 4 axis and then do 1 shot towards this one up here.
Take it.
No. 13.
You got it. Roll damage.
Woo!
Roll on that +4 chart.
2d6.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna ask about the mechanics every single time.
That's fine, man.
3.
On the +4 chart, of 3 is damage 1. So yeah, you manage to ping fire into it, and you start to so you hit the superstructure of it. It's kind of goes spiraling and smashes into the wall, but like recovers a bit and kind of starts to hover. It's clearly damaged and like giving off sparks. It's not out of it though.
Okay. I think that's all I can do.
Alrighty. In that case, we will pass it over to them. As you start to, before we pass it over, as you guys are sort of moving around and hearing things, you're picking up comm chatter. Just 2-7. Did you see that? No. What the hell was? Hey, someone get it right. 2-7. 2-7. 2-7's down. What the hell took out 2-7? And you can see a commander come in. Remain calm. There's an enemy moving. It's a specialty unit. Certainly fast. That fast? Remain calm and hold your position. Roger that, Commander.
So we're hearing chatter from another...
Friendlies, yes.
That is not near us.
Nope.
Commander, advise?
I'm not certain what that could be. Remain on task for now. We're making good progress, but I'll keep track on the comms for now. You stay focused.
Understood.
And we'll pass it back around to you guys. Doc, I will say you have been working on getting like your ambient sensor pings going. You notice while you don't get full reads, so yeah, you get a couple things. One, you get full reads before you even roll anything. Actually, you know what? Doc, yeah, before you roll anything, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm overthinking this too much. Before you roll anything or do anything, you notice a couple of things, Doc. One, there are more enemies here and here. So there are more of them popping up on sensors as you're looking around.
Right.
Additionally, you're also noticing that way further back, near the generator, you're getting pings that make it sound like there is like, or you're getting pings that seem like there are larger concentrations of mechs, because while you can't track mechs this far back, you can absolutely track their signatures if they're moving in big groups. You can see what it looks like. Whatever concentration of forces being here is moving further back into the into the city more. Like they're coming back more this way, basically.
Okay, so they're moving closer to the reactor?
Yeah, like they're closing in the reactor, but it's not as if they're defending it. It's like they're either falling back or clearing space for something.
Copy that.
Something's gonna carve its way through, huh?
Yeah. Something's coming. Ladies, these fine little things seem to be moving back towards the reactor like something big's coming. So I would like to hack into the airwaves of who else is with this? Papillon and Umbra, and have them disregard their commanders, and actually not disregard their commanders. I want the orders to look like they're coming from the commanders to evacuate civilians. That's a hack. That's either a hack or electronic warfare against my own people. I do not care.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, you can go ahead and roll hack rather than electronic warfare. That's fine.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet. 16?
16 is more than enough. You're easily able to break to an encrypted comm system and pull up, like, you can see the cockpits of all the lance members of both of their lances, and they all are looking, focusing on you, and just like, Doc, what's up?
Hi, y'all. Something big's coming, so we need to get these civilians out of here. Like, I understand that this is not exactly what our orders are, but we are not monsters. These are innocent people. We need to get them the hell up out of here, because something big's coming through.
There's a bit of quiet before Papillon 3 taps in. Hazel. PRV takes every fucking thing from us. They're not taking my humanity, too. Fall in on Doc.
Roger that. We'll try and take care. We'll get rid of these hunters and other little nuisances. We'll handle the big stuff if y'all take care of the. We'll watch your backs. Just get these civilians out of here.
Papillon 1 then taps in Papillon 1 Lion, who, Doc, you would know has a bit of a reputation for being a bit of a spitfire. Like, tending to be like, yeah, I got this crazy plan, whatever. He's just like, tell you what, we'll bomb for the reactor. Buy you some time. Make a big mess. You guys focus on getting civilians out of here.
Alright, Lion, whatever you say, sweetie. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Umbra 2, Zeus, sorry, not, that's not Zeus, that's the other one. Hold up, I'm blinding myself. I should be able to read my own NPC
Soul.
names.
Soul looks like, or something.
Soul is 2. Zeus is 3. Dropkick is 4.
Soul, it's Soul, right. Yeah, Umbra 2 Soul taps in, a calmer male voice, and it's just like, these seem like agreeable orders. Follow in and cover the rest of you. you're going to focus on civilians, then we'll focus on giving you all cover fire. Dropkick, to the skies. You can see Dropkick being like, I've been waiting to use this damn thing. And the camera zooms out to its mech, racking a large slide, and then slamming into the dirt this huge anti-air cannon.
I just got palpitations.
Doc is getting ideas.
So many ideas. Anyway, focus. Alright, I will let my girls know. And I will relay that to everyone.
Alright. So yeah, you've all been informed of what the plan is.
Acknowledged.
And I'll even do... So go ahead.
There you go.
I'll just do the favor of having Papillon Lance go now, and they're basically going to keep it pretty simple. You see Hazel literally one-up, pull their rifle back and draw a combat blade from their shoulder mount, spin it into their free arm, and just start engaging, bash their shield into this soldier, turn and spin its knife, and jab it into the neck unit, and then whiff until the head literally pops off of it. This one here is, again, it's pretty on the dead side. Delete. I don't like pressing the button. Go away. Okay, cool. Lion also moves up and starts spraying fire into things. And with the combination of them and Asphalt, who, again, y'all remember from previous missions, they managed to literally just pepper this guy with fire before it could respond and put anything back. And otherwise, their last two, their heavy support units, Ruin and Blaze, move up and start trying to look for some kind of high ground. It's hard to find because there are too many buildings around, but both of them kind of get into heavy firing arcs, bring up heavy chain cannons, and just start spraying the corridors they can with fire left and right, trying to just keep Slateneers to basically force them to use their cover protocols and remain down. They're doing exactly what they said they would do. They are just pushing straight forward. And you can see their commander, without saying anything except for tapping into their private comm, clearly just kind of stays still for a bit, and then starts to follow along with the Lance, as if she's clearly arguing with her soldiers about what the hell they're doing, but it's just not in a position to tell them to not do that, because, well, the job's getting done. Umbra, meanwhile, starts to kind of do the same thing, just swinging around onto your left. Arth, you even notice as Soul literally just starts to basically full-on burst and break his way straight forward towards you and Neon. Dropkick kind of remains in position and kind of starts to put on heavy anti-air fire. You can see Dropkick is already moving his gun to the left, as if there is other hunters and other air units coming in from that side.
Alright. I guess if it's my turn then?
It's whoever wants to go now at this point. We're back to top of the round.
Alright, I'll just take it then. Arth's gonna run past this guy here. Maybe take a swing at them, but they're gonna head towards these buildings.
Go ahead. So yeah, you can attack during any point during your moves. You can stop right there, attack, and keep moving. That's totally fine.
Alright, so Art's gonna like basically dash past then.
Do it up.
Like just like afterthought take a swing at them.
Do it up.
Alright, so they're gonna end up here.
Dog shit evasion all day, so you're probably gonna hit them.
We'll see. Let's see if I don't roll dog shit. Mecha is mecha fighting or mecha melee?
Melee if you want.
Gotcha.
13 is still more than enough. Even with the nat 1, it's still more than enough. So because of that, at 7 on your +5 table, which I'm pretty sure is going to give you C3 again. Give me one more d6.
One more d6.
On a 4, frame weapon malfunction. So yeah, you managed to bring your sword and slice straight through their laser rifle. They have to literally double back to avoid the explosion as you just keep powering through it.
Gotcha.
They're still alive, they just don't have a weapon right now.
And then Arth is going to just, in a loud, just like projection, sort of just like command, I guess like project as loudly as they can with their speakers or whatever. It's like, all civilians, evacuate here!
You start to see like small micro pings pick up on your sensors, heat signatures and life signs. Clearly there are people in here. They start to kind of look up and see you. Some of them look confused, like this is a novel occurrence.
Do you want me to roll something? Because I do have leadership.
You could absolutely roll leadership. With a 30? You watch, and we get this camera pan. Okay, I'm making this fully cinematic. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm making this fully cinematic. Here's what happens, y'all. As you're looking through, as everyone's looking up, and people are hearing like, all civilians, evacuate now, immediately! Adults being confused and panicked and not sure what to say. A small child, a little girl, no more than maybe 9 or so, looks out of a shattered window and sees, through all the cloud and flotsam of flak fire and mortars, a single ray of sunlight pierce through and bounce off your shield, making for a brief moment you look like a shining knight in pure steel. This child looks in awe and just slowly climbs out of the window and starts walking towards your men. And then another person does, and another. Before you know it, out of these buildings, hordes of people are making their way out and slowly marching their way towards you.
I'm gonna need that cover fire soon, and Arth is just going to plant down, like on one knee, and just like ready themselves for any sort of like fire coming in from at the civilians.
All right. So yeah, as you plant your shield down, you're all watching as again, Sol and Zeus are still making their way as fast as they can out of this zone as being more cleared. Mika, you're also in perfect position to offer any cover fire if you want, if anything comes and threatens Keaton. And the rest of you are all mostly just like keeping that zone clear and focusing on keeping Doc free and watching the area around you. It's as you're doing this, you notice something, Arth. Down the main causeway, you can see the reactor. All the way back there, up against the coastline. The imposing figure, its heat signature is blazing as you're watching it. You can also see there are plenty of enemy signals surrounding it right now. And as you are, I did it again. And as you are watching this, you can see a few warrior signatures. There are a couple hunters swarming around, but they're all being cleared out, mostly by the air cover being provided by Dropkick. But what's most noticeable is not one, but three. Not one, but three. If you let me do the thing, there you go. Sleipnir juggernauts.
Beautiful.
Like,
what's strange about it, though, is they're not firing on you. They are huddled around the reactor as if holding a defensive cordon around it, but they're not firing on you. Not yet, at least.
Milady, Commander.
Keaton?
There are 3 juggernauts. Looks like they're forming a defensive perimeter around the reactor, but they're not firing on us.
It's likely that they're...
Are
You
they
can tell the
waiting
commander
for
is trying to think really hard about this. I'm actually gonna have him make a roll if y'all don't mind.
Oh yeah, go
Give
for
me
it.
1 second. Where's the right thing? Here we go. I didn't roll right.
If you want, I can have Arth also try to roll tactics too.
Well, no, it rolled well. It's like the number didn't go through.
No.
Oh.
I was about to
Does
say,
that
like, also roll
do
strategy?
not.
That's
Yo,
fine.
I
Don't worry
can
about
help.
it. In any case, here, I'll roll the old-fashioned way. Yes, you can all roll it.
Is it tactics or strategy?
Either one.
Which one am I better at?
Fucking tits, are you kidding me? I have a +3 in strategy and I roll
There it
a
is.
fucking
Now I
natural
roll
1,
finally.
you fucking
I
stupid.
thought I rolled. Oh, there we go.
Perfect. I'm gonna say with that combined, as you're all kind of, oh yeah, okay. Nice, everybody passed it. Look at that. Oh, now the tactics roll goes through when it crits. Okay, that fits perfectly then. So here's what happened.
That works.
You find yourselves all thinking like literally passing through like possibilities. You start thinking things like, It could be that they are trying to defend something important, or they're using their bolt to actually shield the reactor from mortar fire, or they're currently in artillery protocol and trying to bombard a further position further in the field and not worrying about attacking to defend themselves, or that they're recharging right now. The curious thing that happens is that you all recognize that while you all share these ideas together with each other, the 5 of you, none of you said anything. Just... And as you're thinking through and having that, like, wait, what the fuck just happened? You get a ping from the commander again. They're making a way for something scarier. We have incoming.
What direction was that cross chatter from before?
East. Gathering a lock, give me a bit.
We need to warn Papillion.
You can see Tamir is trying to put some time into it, and he starts to say, agreed, contact them now. I'll get a lock on that.
Papillion, incoming from east. Something big.
Big like physical big?
We don't know. Something is carving its way through units in the east side, and the juggernauts by the reactor are not moving and are holding a defensive position.
That's ominous.
Big. Yeah, big like fuck your shit up big, sweetheart. Like,
Fast.
watch your ass.
Their commander taps in and just says, potent intel. Papillon 4, 5, on the high ground. See what you can see. You'll watch as, using their thrusters, Papillon 4 and 5, Blaze and Ruin, jump up to these buildings here. I should probably get them the wrong layer so I can do that properly. Hop up on these buildings here. And they start watching and saying, well, no sign of anything yet, but the weirdest thing is all the cogs here are falling back. And then
Brace.
And then as you all say brace, the commander says, got a lock. It's a definitely unique unit. Not any class we've seen before. It's not that large, but its heat signature is incredible. Trying to trace it? It's an older reactor, but its tag has been updated. Call sign says... Estrella? And it's...
Does that call sign sound familiar to anyone?
It does not.
Okay.
Well, it does not. Except to exactly one of you. Arf. Uh-oh. And it's as you think that, you hear something you thought you might never hear before. Arf. A hypersonic screech that blurts into not just real space, but into machine code. Sensors go garbled, machine code and servos and tracking signals all get scrambled for a bit, and all of you feel your ears throb in frustration as a sound like a banshee shriek takes over your comms for the briefest of seconds before it's gone. And then you hear people tapping in. Tapping. This is Papillon. Y'all losing subs too? What the hell was that?
Nothing good.
Ruin, Blaze, anything?
Do I
Sorry, go ahead.
do I need to roll anything to figure out what Estrella is?
Give me a second. Ruin will the camera watches as Ruin's gun. The camera at the end of Ruin's cannon hands around back and forth, watching for something clearly. And then off in the horizon, a single speck of bright blue that warps itself in. I got something on my radar. Gonna put some shots on it if I can. You'll see Ruin click the finger of their trigger, but it's unresponsive. Mostly because below the torso, Ruin and their pilot, as they come splitting in half. Blaze turns around, what in the... and tries to bring up its gun. A blade comes up, like an axe handle, but wreathed in this heat haze of warped metal. It comes and spins and then slices the gun in two, and then spins around its sharp end at the end, stabbing through Blaze's cockpit and then tearing up. The cockpit tears open. You can see Blaze bloodied and damaged in the cockpit. What? And then the mech falls over. As you all stare face to face with a mech you have certainly never seen before.
The second one?
A figure. You're watching this, and yeah, at that point you realize you don't need to roll anything to remember why Estrella sounds familiar. The modifications are different. It's certainly putting out far more power than it did last time. But you've seen this mech before. It killed you. A comm ping goes up and immediately activates, even though none of you had to activate it. It doesn't ping the usual light green blue of an allied ping, a comm though. Instead, a new face shows, tanned and slightly scarred, with sandy blonde hair tied in the ponytail behind his back. You can only see to about like his eye level, maybe a little bit below. And though he doesn't seem familiar, he speaks. Famed battle angels of Seraph Lance. It's an honor, really. As you all find yourselves face to face with a figure known as Commander Roy, the Azure Storm. Tamir types in, or comes in just, we can't handle this now.
I killed you.
You get the response. You're not sure if it's what you were looking for, but the answer makes more than enough sense. As the commander, before he closes out the comm link with all of you, just says, the sins of the father, yes? And then cuts the comm link with all of you.
Tan skin. Does he, look like Tamir at all?
You know, it's not that he looks like Tamir, but you can definitely see at least some similarity in the tone. He's probably half some kind of minority, either Western, Southern, or Easterner.
Can I trace the signal back and fuck up his system?
Roll hacking. Just know it's gonna get counter rolled.
I was thinking more electronic warfare.
Okay, roll that. That's even better. I mean, what?
Because I'm thinking violence.
Oh, stop.
Come on.
Ooh.
You whore.
16's not great. Let's get that counter roll in real
You're gonna
quick.
get like a 5 though. Watch this though. You're about to roll like a 5.
Come on.
We're gonna go like
Come
a
on.
5.
Hold on, give me a second. You can roll poorly.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
Oh!
By 1!
Beating him by 1, you trace the signal and lock in and are beginning to follow where it seems like his signal is coming from. You start getting fed endless amounts of information about the system, about the mech itself, the Estrella 2. And as you're getting information on that, you get a comm ping. Well, it's not so much that you get a comm ping, it's more that you hear one of his. A woman's voice taps in. Oh, these ones are perceptive, my love. You were right. The one in the modified mech's trying to hack me. Should I let her in? Not yet. We can't show them that just yet. They ain't ready for the truth.
Do I recognize the woman's voice?
Is Doc chiming this into everyone?
I would not be. I'm sorry. This is just...
No worries.
Doc, it's not that you recognize the voice, but the voice is memorable. Like now that you've heard it, you're like, if I hear this voice again, I'm gonna know that voice. It is like
to be
silky and smooth.
I do want to say that I will be recording this entire hack.
Fair enough.
I can play it back for you later.
But alas, as I'm sure y'all have a bajillion fucking questions, which don't worry, we'll get to. I sadly have to get us out of here for now. Darlings, this has been Stardust Ghosts, and I am incredibly proud to have the people that I have here. I want to apologize at the top of this already and say that I didn't want to get some of y'all didn't get the time I wanted to give y'all as far as screen time tonight, and that's on me. I'm sorry. I promise I will adjust that for next time. Much more importantly, though, let's go ahead and get y'all out of here so y'all can go ahead and say how things are going and move us on. In the order that I call you out, please let us know who you are, who you've been playing today, where you can be found on the internet, and what else you might have coming up for you next in the future. We're going to start at directly beneath me with Casper.
Oh, wait, no, okay. Hi, I'm Casper. I am at WolfGirl2525 on legit everything. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I'm at Tabletop Titties playing D&D on Tuesdays with Escaping Tessera and Vampire the Masquerade on Wednesdays. Oh, shoot, every other Thursday, I'm on something else. Playing Anchor Spot. What is that other channel I'm on? Sorry, I'm very busy.
Is it Lost Caravan?
No, it's not Lost Caravan. It's the Initiative Order.
There you go.
I am doing City of Mist, the Initiative Order, every other Thursday. Every other Wednesday, there's a thing that I'm on. Cyber Nation Uncensored. I am doing Coyote and Crow. No, that's Tuesday, sorry. Like the first and third Tuesday, I'm doing Coyote and Crow. And I'm pretty sure there's another one that I missed, but I'm also here. Doing Stardust Ghosts. So watch me play Wolfie Boys or Mechs or that one time I play a raccoon person. Yeah, that's me.
Proud to have you here, darling, and look forward to everything that you see. I frankly love the things you bring to a roleplay. Moving on directly beneath you. Hey, Darby.
Hi, hello. My name is Darby, otherwise known as Chaotic Darby on the internet. I am a TTRPG player, streamer, posse, and all-around menace of the web. I am feeling things and but moving on to places you can find me when this episode airs. You can probably find me on Girls Run These Worlds, doing stuff and things on Wednesdays. It's almost like this is a pre-recorded episode and I can be in two places at once.
Impossible, you have a clone.
I know. I have a clone because I let Doc brain scan me, Darby.
See, that's how it works. That's two of you.
Two of me.
Look,
run around. What a nightmare.
This is not a fake lab coat.
Yeah.
There's two of anybody else running around. I mean, what?
Oh no! Darby had a plain thought. Okay, I would go. Okay, got it. Okay, moving on. I'm calm, normal human being. When I'm not here, you can find me Tuesdays also on the First Watch YouTube channel where I play a D&D 5th edition game. Girls Run These Worlds on Wednesday starting at 5:30 p.m. PST. Playing a D&D 5th edition game called Roll for Luck. On Fridays, maybe depending on when this airs, you can find me on Vicatria playing a sleepaway game. And if not, probably a Shadowrun 6th edition game. Winter of the Fireflies, something. Bada-bada-bada-boom. And besides that, I'm the technical admin for TTRPG, spelled TEATRPG, the community manager for Weave the Tale, and the project lead for Mitch Bustillos, the writer of Necrobiotics' new project, Porcelain Souls. So you can find me on the internet doing all kinds of stuff. Sometimes on my own Twitch, sort of depends. So, anyways, boom, bam, bing. That's it. I am done.
You did it. Did great. Very proud of you. They're gonna slide right directly across to the right of you for Kemi.
Hi, I'm Akemi, that's me. I played Neon, Mika. Your not so subtle explosive friend. So you can find me Monday nights on Friends Who Roll Dice, Monday Martyr at 6 p.m. Pacific. You can also find me elsewhere at the internets, where I make games and sometimes play games. Oh, and I'll be on Transplant RPG's Shoot Your One Shot on the 18th. Be there.
Well, looking forward to seeing you in more things, and we are always glad to have you here. Swinging up directly above you to Danny.
Hi, I'm Danny. You can find me anywhere at Danny's Corner. I stream sometimes, pretty often. I do art and play games and stuff. My Twitter is at @made-a-pizza, and I have art commissions open. So if you want art and you want it drawn, I can do it.
We've been doing fuck tons of promo for this show using art that Danny's drawn, so you've probably seen it if you've been following us on Twitter. It kicks so much ass, so definitely fill those commission slots up ASAP. I mean it. Do it.
Thank
Now.
you.
Now. Right now. Do it. And last but not least, directly to the right of me at the top of the overlay right here, and among the greatest I feel like to ever do it, it's Michelle.
Oh, you gotta stop saying that. Hi, I'm Michelle. I played Arth today. You cannot find me on the internet because I don't have social media, but you can find me here for Stardust Ghost, as well as GMing our Ablade's Will campaigns, both of them, Alliance of Heaven and Steel. And here's the
I'm
part
in
where
that
I
one,
go,
kinda.
please, just, like, if anyone's interested, players, we are open.
Yeah. And I guess if you don't know me by now, I'm Young Foxy, aka Foxy, your favorite Fox Philly's finest. I can be found on Twitter at Foxy Eternal. Don't go right wingers. I play fashions. Have a great time doing it. Otherwise, it's pretty fun to be around here. I play everyone that's not these 5 wonderful people and the things that they do. This is an awesome campaign that I'm having a lot of fun with. It's so fucking hard for me to navigate because there's so much stuff that I want to fit in because of all you incredible people. So it's hard to get all of it in sometimes. So if anyone feels like I didn't get to them properly today, please know that I'm sorry, and I want to make you all matter so much because you're all so important to me. So please let me know what I can do to make sure you all feel included here at this table. You're all great and incredible people who I love hanging out with and working with. That said, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Stay tuned for our outro song, sung by Michelle, by the way, if you didn't know. And otherwise for a raid and for our other episodes. We'll see you guys back here in 2 weeks. You've been incredible. We've been Neon Lights, and you all should have a wonderful day. Goodbye!
ていたの Love on my mind この時代に愛を